Balenciaga Satiag boots are easily the brand's most coveted non-sneaker shoe release. And guess what? We've got a pair, and today on Low Luxury Archive, we're going to be taking a deep dive on these. So first things first, we're going to take a look at where this piece came from in the history of the brand. Then we're going to take a close look at all the details, and finally we will try them on to see how they feel, see how they fit, and most importantly, try to either match or beat that original runway look. Yo, before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content, and also if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. All right, guys, I have been sitting here doing crazy research because I could have sworn that these shoes did walk down the runway. And maybe they did, and I just missed it, but I've been scouring through every single one of these collections since 2018. I believe 2019 was the first time the Satiag boots appeared on a Balenciaga runway. But, of course, they were first seen in spring 2019, and I believe this is the collection that these specific ones were released as part of. And pretty much instantly, they achieved grailed status. Like, the resale value on these things is nutty, and you honestly barely see them come up for resale, and when they do come up at anywhere near a reasonable price, they are gone immediately. Like, Demna made a winner here. So let's take a closer look at some of these. Anyway, the most iconic style, I would say, are these very kind of like cowboy style ones with the metal toe guard. Obviously that pointed toe is iconic, and also you can't see it here, but the shape of that heel, it kind of has a curve inward, and it makes like a loud clack when you step. It feels real solid in a very unique way. But this is not our boot. Ours is not like patent leather like this. It is a suede, and instead of the metal tip, it has like a painted tip. And try as I might, I do not see this kind on the runway here, even though I believe they were part of this show. But if I'm wrong, shoot me a comment. I'm always looking to learn more. If I miss something, let me know. But of course, we have a look to go for. Like, let's try and find ones that were really close. Like, this one looks good because this one does not have the metal tip here. So this is actually closer to ours. Those jeans are sick. I like those a lot. But yeah, I like this look. We could definitely do this, but I want to see if there's anything else. These are just regular like Oxford shoes, or a square toe, I believe. Interesting. I would have liked to try and go for this one. And you know what? I'm going to do it just because I think it's more interesting than that last one. So we're going to imagine that this guy's wearing our boots, and we're going to try and put together a little look inspired by this. But as you'll see, they've made these in multiple styles. So here's patent leather, but without the metal tip up here. Here it is with a harness. Some have the harness, some don't. You'll also see there's ours right there, the suede ones. They also made these in like a light brown, again, very like cowboy boot kind of style. But again, we did not see these ones on the runway either. And of course, if you're looking for some branding, it is right there, my friends. It is there for all to see. And now you can see what I'm talking about with the angle of the back of those. Like, boom. Look at that. That is so nice, you guys. So nice. Oh, I'm super hyped. Okay, so we've seen where they come from. We know which look we're going to go for. Let's take another look at that. And there is our boy. Yes, I'm hyped on this. I'm going to have fun with this one. All right, so now that we know where these came from, let's take a closer look. Ooh, that is a big boy box. All right, we got to measure this because you can't tell. Like, there's my hand, I guess, for scale. Yeah, let's measure it. So we have got 15.5 inches across here, and don't worry, I stretched it out. I'm not a doofus. I just can't stretch it when I'm holding the camera at the same time. Okay, so 15.5 this way, and it's 14.25 this way. Almost square. Damn, you could have given me a square box, but you didn't. You done goofed. And as you can see, this is like a painted texture here. If I zoom in, it's a really nice gray, and look at that texture. So sometimes Balenciaga shoeboxes, they have texture, sometimes they don't, and they're just a straight matte gray, but I really like this style right here. Of course, we've got the Balenciaga logo going across there. That's embossed. It kind of pops out of the box a little bit so you can feel those letters. But you don't care about the box, do you? I mean, I kind of like the box, but that's what's important. We've got a dust bag, of course. Very, very large dust bag as well. Nice and gray with the painted logo on there. Just a little drawstring right at the corner. And then we've got our boots. So Demna is all about unique toes. He likes square toes, he likes pointed toes, he likes chunky toe. He just does not want the toe area of any of his shoes to be boring. He's always got to have something there, so he's gone pointed here. And we saw some of the Satiag boots, they have a metal applique here, a little metal detailing, but ours, as we can see, it's suede, really nice soft suede for the upper, but then this gets kind of like painted at the end here, almost looks like burned or something. It's really, really cool. And if we turn that on the side, we can see the shape of this thing. So we can see that it comes down, and then it, swoop, it comes back up. So as you step, you come down on it, first back here, and then your toe, hold on, let me get the right angle here, boom. Okay, so it's kind of like a full movement of each step, and like I said, it also has a really kind of powerful sound to each step. Like here, hold on. Wood on wood. There you go. A little horsey going clatter for you. That's the kind of content you like, right? So this is the inside of the shoe right here, and we've got a full zip here to get into it. Makes it real easy to get in and out of, which is always super important for a boot that comes up to the ankle or higher. It's a YKK zipper, painted black. And the inside of the shoe actually has a little kind of like counter here so that you don't end up messing up the inside of the shoe. Just a little guard there. And then you can see that this is really like two distinct pieces to the upper. You've got the ankle part and then the toe kind of lace closure part. So this comes over this piece and it comes across the front in that shape, and then the same kind of shape going on the other side. This is the outside of the shoe. The back of the shoe, of course, has that branding at the heel. Yes, dude, yes. I love the shape of that, how it kind of starts looking stretched out, and also how contrasted it is. The white on black is super striking. And you'll also note that the back kind of like juts out a little bit, just like that, in that shape, that curve. You can really see it right here. So interesting. The bottom of the shoe, we got a little branding there. Balenciaga, made in Italy, and then the size a little bit further below. 43, which is like a US 10. And we'll talk more about sizing when we try these on. You can see we've got a counter going up along the back here that turns into a little pull tab. Honestly, not totally needed since you've got the zip, but you know, a pair of boots, it's just an important visual feature more than anything else, I think. All right, let's unzip these bad boys. So as I said, you've got this little counter here, and that's suede on this side, and then on the inside is the leather side where you get that kind of grain pattern to it. Right there, you got a little model number and size, and that's kind of like debossed into the shoe itself in gold. And those insoles are black, and again, debossed into there, you've got the Balenciaga logo, super clean. You can see that insole is stitched into the shoe itself, so yeah, there's no getting those bad boys out. So yeah, I think there's a good reason why these are the most coveted non-sneaker Balenciaga shoes. That shape is just super iconic, like even the way that this juts out here for those, and the way the block is kind of juts out here and it's just snapped onto the bottom. It's a really, really iconic shape. And now that we've seen all those details, let's try these on and try to give our take on that original runway fit. All right, let's take another look at that runway look we're trying to emulate here. So of course our base is the boots here. The other core part is that blazer. And you can see this is kind of a double-breasted style. And you may not know, one thing that I do in my free time is flipping like vintage stuff, luxury stuff. So one of the things that I have on sale right now is this pinstriped Hart Schaffner Marks double-breasted blazer. It's going to be oversized on me, just like it is on the guy in the runway here. So let's give this guy a try. We can also see he's got a red t-shirt on underneath the blazer, and for that we're going to go with a little Marcello Burlone, County of Milan. And the final piece of this puzzle is the jeans. This guy's wearing some really nice kind of faded blue jeans, but one thing I am really lacking right now is a solid pair of blue jeans. I just have so much black and other colors jeans, but just I don't really have a solid pair of blue jeans other than a pair of like Balmain Moto jeans, which I don't think would work for this look. So we're going to, instead of blue, go with black. And we're going to go with this simple pair of slim black Balenciaga jeans. So, you know, staying on brand. At least if we can't have the blue jeans, at least we'll stay on brand. So let's give these a go. Please ignore my cat, but also admire him because he's great. These are so sick. I mean, I'm sure there are brands that make similar ones or like knockoffs or whatever. Like maybe you could go to, I don't know, like Fashion Nova and find a cheap pair of these. But these feel uniquely Balenciaga and uniquely Satiag. They feel like Balenciaga, but they also feel very specific. Kind of like the Triple S or something where it's like, there is no other Triple S, and there probably never will be one quite like it. And it's just the same with these. Let's talk about the fit real quick. So these are a 43 or US men's 10, and I was actually quite impressed by how they fit and how true to size they are, because they look really massive. But that's because of that pointed toe. It needs an extra inch or two up there to create the point. But for as much space as there is that actually fits your toes, it ends exactly where it should, and it fits nice and snug on my feet, but not too tight, not too loose. Another thing I really like about these is the footbed is nice and wide. At least I appreciate that because I've got fairly like flat feet, so a wider footbed is really perfect for me. The feel is surprisingly good. Like, there's not a whole ton of cushion to that insole, but what's there definitely does the job. And they actually feel incredibly ergonomic with each step. Like I've already mentioned, that weighty, heavy step, but then you really do a full strike. I don't know exactly what you'd even call it, a full like follow through of your foot from heel to toe, and the shoe, the boot curves as you're going. And another thing that really will help with is this vamp will like never crease, because you never have to crease the shoe because it's following through for you with the curve of that toe. But while the fit and feel are important, I think the most important thing about these by far is the look and the vibe and the fact that they are so uniquely Balenciaga and uniquely Demna Gvasalia. These were like a masterstroke from him, and I would highly, highly urge anyone, even if you don't have the money for a pair, to figure out a way to at least try a pair in your life, because I have literally never worn a pair of shoes, boots, anything that feels quite like this to walk in. And it's like, it's a powerful feeling, and also a solid heel that gives you, again, a powerful, tall feel. So these are a great archival piece, maybe one of the best when it comes to Balenciaga shoes. Like, I think you got to talk about the Triple S, these, and then I think like everything else is a second tier from that. Like, these are the best of the best. So those are the incredible Balenciaga Satiag boots, absolute grail status. Take a look at the other video on screen here, subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time.